My name is Gaynor Rich. I'm Deputy CISO at BT Group. I also look after security, compliance and assurance, and my main responsibilities are around protecting BT Group. The culture of an organisation influences and often drives how people behave within it. It can also be part of what attracts people to an organisation, either as employees or customers. We're living in a rapidly changing work and technology environment where innovation and digital transformation are key drivers for most organisations, and agility is a key watchword for many. So no organisation really can achieve this without actually democratising security, enabling everyone across the organisation to play their part. It really needs to be part of the DNA of the organisation and not something that's an add-on or seen as an inhibitor. So developing business culture of security operations can be the key accelerator, engaging the hearts and minds and spreading the load from small central teams viewed as the no police to something that is understood and acted upon across the organisation, and ensuring everyone is pulling in the same direction. There are many challenges in this, and the main challenge is engaging with the community. You need to understand the type of organisation, its existing culture, its purpose, the people and its history. Long established traditional organisations often have quite a strong embedded culture and ways of working, and they may have long-serving employees who have undergone many types of change in their time and been impacted by change fatigue. So that creates a level of cynicism and a resistance to change and often embedded practices. There's often a historically centralised security team which is viewed as disconnected from the operations, or enabling abdication of accountability for risk management by the operational leadership. Newer organisations might be less established and have less baggage, but they have an opportunity to set a more positive culture and operating model and be able to adapt. But they often have pitfalls that can impact their capability too. Pressure to innovate, pressure to go to market can lead to unforeseen pressures which negatively impact culture of the organisation and can increase risk. Performance management practices can be a good example of this, which may be driving the wrong behaviours and create risk as people are trying to do what pays their bonus ultimately and moving fast to market, which can compromise security and drive the wrong behaviours. And equally, a lack of education and understanding of the risks and the impacts of certain activities or behaviours can lead to further challenges as well. So for me, the key things are understanding your organisation, understand its purpose, its strategy, its objectives, understand the people. If you can do this and develop your strategy around messaging around this, it resonates and engages with the hearts and minds of the community, is absolutely essential. You need to plug into the psychology of the organisation. Get a baseline of the organisation, understand your current state, risks and areas of focus and direction of travel, and repeat this annually so you can validate and track progress and also course correct. My key piece of advice is get a good communications expert in. You can teach them cybersecurity. You can't necessarily teach security experts how to communicate and engage in a way that resonates with the business. Communicate regularly through a variety of channels. You need to repeat these messages, but make it engaging and approach people from different angles to actually embed and change that behaviour. It's also helpful to build a network of business and technology champions across the organisation. They can help align the messaging with local businesses in local language, local culture. Disparate businesses often have different functions that have a different culture themselves, so you need to align with that. They can also be your eyes and ears on the ground and a great source of unvarnished feedback, which can help you develop more effectively. But ultimately, it has to be underpinned by good metrics and good data so that you're constantly validating and testing where the change has happened. You can communicate to the executive because there's a lag in culture change. What people see and feel and actually recognise can be very different, and it takes time to recognise that. But it also enables you to course correct and develop your strategy. I think cybersecurity is actually doing quite well in the diversity and equality space, largely driven by the global shortage of skills. So it creates a great opportunity, especially for young people from all backgrounds, to join and a growing industry and develop their careers. I'm working with a number of organisations who enable training and development of individuals from all backgrounds to access that training and to move into this area. I guess it gets a bad press historically for being very male dominated, but I've been very fortunate in my time to be able to work for some really, really great female CISOs and CIOs. So I do see that this is changing and developing. But if we can get more support and engagement with industry into the education sector, I think there's a fantastic opportunity to really make this a diverse and inclusive space.